Welcome to the home of the Blue Hens in Newark and Delaware Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Eastern Michigan Eagles, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Delaware Blue Hens. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Eastern Michigan ready to kick it off and get this game going. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Blue Hens offense will take the field first. And are we ever lucky to see these 2 great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these 2 quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are 2 huge names, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-timer baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So the Eagles offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, they're not going to do what happened last week. You can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Eastern Michigan going fast.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Out of the gun, the inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Rock. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. He'll keep it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. To the ground with the back. Hard running there. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. The Blue Hens are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Creates a little room. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Blue Hens will have it 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Quarterback on the keeper. Shows him the stiff arm. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Blue Hens kept his drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Oh, he's got a chance. To the 10. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Blue Hens! The proverbial rabbit out of the hat. Getting out of the Houdini-like box. Calling reverse and trickeration, and it worked.
It does, and it's frustrating because defensively you're thinking run, 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 and you're playing aggressive, and on that backside, man, you got to stay home. You got to be alert. You got to do your job. When you don't, here comes the reverse. Here comes the touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Nebraska is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Tommy Frazier, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Western Michigan. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Eastern Michigan going fast.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water with this offense so backed up. They're able to get to him for a sack, and I give the quarterback credit because I thought he was about to take a safety. Somehow he was able to stay out of the end zone.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Finding open areas. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Blue Hens really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Pierce. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He'll pull it on the read. Jukes his way for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Blue Hens have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Going to work mark on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Blue Hens! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And the extra point extends the lead to 16. That touchdown drive covers 61 yards. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Tight end now in motion. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Eastern Michigan going fast.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
From the gun to give, looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success up.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Wide open downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Eastern Michigan surgical on offense right now.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Trying play action. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put...
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And they have converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. They're working that left side. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Eagles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
That's a first down for the offense.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Eastern Michigan.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it in the middle. It's Woollyhead. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Blue Hens come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. The kick is on its way. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Here's a heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. He'll do it himself. Sweet cut there.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read because he's watching the D lineman and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
The Blue Hens in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll send the tight end in motion. The lone back's got it. Runs through a tackle. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Runs through the tackle. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Second down coming up.
Now the play fake. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looks as if he's going to run it. Rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Blue Hens have it with a 1st and goal.
In the red zone.
He'll keep it himself. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
On the flag.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Delaware. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
Extra point.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. Notre Dame is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Joe Montana, this might not be over yet. They're trailing by just 4 to Wyoming.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive.
We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Rock. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Wants to keep it in the air. Got him downfield. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
1st down for the offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man down the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
At the 34-yard line.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Works the middle. And they're able to get him down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the field goal unit is on the field. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll bring it out. It's Willihan. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Finds a spot in the middle. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Continues to fight for yards. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. Gives it on the option. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Blue Hens with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
And the Blue Hens will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got a man. It's Thomas. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Eastern Michigan going fast.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground.
There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. First down here for the offense.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the catch.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Wants to throw again. Makes the grab. It's Rock. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. A jet sweep pass. Forced out of bounds right at the 33-yard line. Really good pickup there. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Oh, it's a reverse. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. The Blue Hens trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Smith. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Blue Hens will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. Takes it on the return. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. At the 45 on his way. All out of space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Delaware.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Nebraska is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Lincoln. One of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Western Michigan. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They go to the draw. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. On third down, he drops to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he makes the catch inside the 15. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
First and goal, Eastern Michigan.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Thomas. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. This offense in dire need of a touchdown. Is third and goal, but this is probably 4-down territory. And to the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Eagles! Oh, the offense shows some life here. It cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. On the run, it's Pierce. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. To the air on second down. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Third down coming up after that completion. From the gun. Wants to pass. He made the catch. Past the marker. Also past the sideline. He's out of bounds. It'll be fourth down. The Blue Hens will line up to punt it away. Catches it at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Fires left. Zips it out to his man. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for...
Oh, he's got some space.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at it. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Off the play fake. He's got it down the middle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Eagles want to pick up the tempo. They'll run the option. Oh, better look out. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. To the air on first down. Got his man. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Eagles will snap it on first and 10. They'll move the tight end. Off play action on first down. Touchdown, Eagles! And here they come, almost all the way back.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Now on the option. The pitch. Spins away from 1. Breaks the tackle. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. And the Blue Hens line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. Quarterback on the keeper. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Tight end now in motion. Rides the back and leaves it. Makes his man miss. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Blue Hens headed quickly to the line.
I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Off play action. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Delaware! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. The RPO, it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They're dealing with a second and long.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. With the catch, it's Rock. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt.
Brings up fourth down.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Smith. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll line up for a second down play. He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Blue Hens come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll do it himself. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They'll run the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Blue Hens with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, running back on the move. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Let's see what they do on third down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Turning it on! Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Blue Hens are moving quickly down the field. Rides the back on the option. The give. Jukes his way for more. Gets it inside the 25 down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running to the left. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. Leaves it with the back. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6. The Blue Hens pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He'll keep it himself. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Goes to the option. Now the toss. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really depend on.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner will be brought down. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He's got it down the left. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Eastern Michigan going fast.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Eagles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Lofts one high and deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here now.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Quarterback on the keeper. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And the Blue Hens, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Here's the handoff. Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Hens! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. West Virginia is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Don Nehlen, this has not been a blowout today in Morgantown. They're up by 7 over Oklahoma. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
Out of bounds at the 28.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds a man in the middle. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
At the 46-yard line. That's a first
To the
down.
line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Game on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Roth. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late.
He spikes it.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down.
Back to pass. Takes the easy one to the back. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
Out of bounds at the 36. 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got an open man. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Of 13. First down.
Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock.
Spikes it.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Oh, what a cut! The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.